Episode 26, submitted by Cass, Wilmington, North Carolina. 51, read exactly as submitted. My father is 81. Since the stroke, there are about 9 stories left in him, and he tells all 9 every day, like a man walking a fence line. That is not a complaint. The stories came back before his left hand did. For a while, they were the only proof I had that he was still in there. What I ran out of was questions. I want to be honest about that, because of where this goes. I'd get to his house after work, and he'd start in on the fire at the box plant, and I'd sit at that kitchen table with my keys in my hand and thinking about my inbox. 2 years of 5 o'clocks. Nobody warns you that you can love somebody and still have nothing left to ask them. So we brought in Yvonne. Weekday afternoons, 1 to 6. She was maybe 60, soft-spoken, and inside of a week, the house had noise in it again. I'd come by at 5:30 and hear him going, and hear her laughing in the right places, and I'd stand on the porch a second before going in, because it was so good to hear, and I helped her. That is the part I need you to understand. In the driveway, at the sink, texting her from work. If he stalls, ask about the flood in '76. Ask him what his brother did with the truck. Ask about the night shift and he'll go 20 minutes. Don't ask about my mother's sister. He'll shut down for an hour and you'll lose the afternoon. I gave her the map of him. Which doors opened, which ones were walls. I was proud of it. It felt like handing a job I had failed at to somebody more qualified. She told me she was recording him, said it plainly the second week, on her phone in the afternoons, so the family would have his voice. I said, that was a wonderful idea. I said the word wonderful. She mentioned around then that she and her nephew put together a little show about old-timers around here, and that she'd send me the link. I said, please do. If she ever did, I never clicked it. That was 2 years ago, and I did not think about it once until March, at a retirement lunch at our Charlotte office. A younger guy there, somebody I'd met maybe twice, kept looking at me over his sandwich. Finally he said, sorry, this is going to sound insane. Is your dad Del? I said yes, figuring he knew him from the plant. He didn't. He said, I've heard your father's voice more this year than I've heard my own dad's. Then he got his phone out, still smiling, and turned the screen toward me, and there it was, an episode with my father's name in the title. Del, Tape 11. 41 minutes. Underneath it, 40 more of them, going back to the fall. That is what I keep coming back to. His face, absolutely delighted, waiting for me to be delighted with him. I sat in that parking lot and went down the list. She had asked him every single thing. Every door I handed her. The flood, the truck, the night shift, my uncle, and the union. And in one, near the end, she asks him about a man from the plant who did not come home in 1981, and my father answers her, and his voice does something I have not heard it do since I was a child. He does not know. He thinks she's just interested in him. I haven't confronted her. I have picked up the phone about 200 times. What stops me isn't fear of her. It's that I already know what she'd say, and I know she'd be telling the truth. He loves the afternoons. He has never in his life been happier. It's 10 till 5 right now where he is. She's in the chair by the window, and he is talking, and there are people I will never meet who know his voice better than his own grandchildren do, and every one of them got there because somebody wanted to hear an old man talk. I ran out of questions in a year. She has never once run out. In the reviews, that is the part everybody calls love.